Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Once the beating heart of American manufacturing, the city that put the world on wheels, home to innovation that defined the 20th century. But by the 2020s, Detroit had become synonymous with urban decay, abandoned factories, empty neighborhoods, broken promises. Yet, by 2080, something extraordinary happened. Detroit rose again, not as Motor City, but as Robot City, the global capital of robotics, artificial intelligence, and autonomous manufacturing. This is the story of the greatest industrial resurrection in history. The rebirth began with acceptance of harsh truth. By 2030, Detroit acknowledged that traditional automotive manufacturing would never return as it was. Instead of chasing the past, the city embraced radical reinvention. The Detroit Robotics Initiative, launched in 2035, declared ambitious vision: become the world center for robotics development, autonomous systems, and human-robot collaboration. Empty factories became laboratories. Abandoned neighborhoods became testing grounds. Decline became opportunity. The first breakthrough came from unlikely partnership. University of Michigan robotics researchers, auto industry engineers facing unemployment, and tech entrepreneurs collaborated on autonomous vehicle systems beyond traditional cars. Not just self-driving automobiles, but robots on wheels, delivery systems, mobile manufacturing units, autonomous construction equipment. Detroit's automotive expertise didn't disappear, but evolved. Cars became platforms for robotics. Abandoned factories underwent radical transformation. The massive Packard plant, symbol of Detroit's decay, became the Robotics Innovation Campus. Hundreds of startups and established companies developing everything from medical robots to agricultural automation. Historic industrial architecture preserved, while interiors housed cutting-edge technology. Ruins became resources. Decay became development. Housing crisis reversed through innovative programs. Abandoned homes weren't demolished, but renovated using robotic construction systems developed locally. Automated building techniques reduced costs by 60%. Young engineers and roboticists received renovated homes at below-market rates in exchange for community commitment. Neighborhoods repopulate with talent attracted by affordable housing and innovation opportunities. Decay reversed through technology and people. The Michigan Central Station, once haunting symbol of abandonment, became headquarters of Detroit Autonomous Systems, the world's largest autonomous vehicle testing and certification authority. Every self-driving vehicle globally must pass Detroit certification. The building that represented failure became symbol of leadership. Iconic ruin transformed into global standard setter. Education transformed to serve robotics economy. Detroit public schools partnered with robotics, companies creating career pipelines. Students learned coding, mechanical engineering, and human-robot interaction from middle school. High schools offered robotics tracks, leading directly to employment. Education aligned with opportunity. Students saw futures in hometown. Brain drain reversed to brain gain. The Ford Piquette Avenue plant, birthplace of Model T, became museum and living laboratory teaching robotics history and future. Visitors saw evolution from manual assembly to full automation. Educational programs taught how Detroit expertise transitioned from automotive to robotics. History informed future. Past inspired innovation rather than haunting it. Manufacturing returned, but radically different. Lights-out factories operated 24/7 with minimal human presence. Robots building robots. Humans served as supervisors, programmers, and designers rather than assembly line workers. Jobs evolved from repetitive labor to skilled oversight. Manufacturing employment returned but transformed. People worked with robots, not like robots. Medical robotics became signature industry. Detroit companies pioneered surgical robots, rehabilitation systems, and elder care automation. The city that built cars now built machines that healed humans. Medical device companies relocated to Detroit for robotics expertise. Healthcare innovation became economic driver. Healing replaced horsepower. Agricultural robotics exploded as Michigan farming needed automation. Detroit companies created fruit-picking robots, automated planters, and precision agriculture systems. Farming technology exported worldwide from city once known only for cars. Robotics served rural communities. Urban technology helped agriculture. The People Mover, Detroit's underutilized transit system, upgraded to fully autonomous showcase. Driverless pods provided free transit throughout downtown. System became testing ground for urban autonomous transport. Tourists and residents experienced future mobility daily. Transit failure became technology showcase. Riverfront development transformed Detroit's waterfront into innovation district. Parks, restaurants, and tech campuses lined the Detroit River. Autonomous boats provided water transit. Canada visible across river, symbolizing international collaboration. Waterfront became destination, not barrier. River connected rather than divided. The auto shows that once defined Detroit evolved into global robotics expos. Robot Expo Detroit attracted visitors worldwide to see latest automation, AI systems, and autonomous technologies. Convention business boomed. The city that showcased cars now showcased intelligent machines. Exhibition tradition continued but transformed. Corktown, Detroit's oldest neighborhood, became robotics startup hub. Victorian homes housed young companies. Coffee shops filled with engineers discussing algorithms. Street murals celebrated both history and innovation. Neighborhood preserved while repurposed. Historic character enhanced by new energy. Robots designed for human-robot collaboration worked alongside people throughout city. Service robots in restaurants, delivery robots on sidewalks, construction robots building alongside workers. Detroit became living laboratory for human-robot coexistence. Technology integrated into daily life seamlessly. Robots became neighbors and co-workers. The music scene that gave world Motown continued evolving. Music technology companies created AI-assisted instruments and robotic performance systems. Musicians collaborated with technology rather than being replaced. Motown legacy continued through innovation. Music and technology merged, creating new art forms. Easter Market, historic food hub, embraced automation while maintaining character. Robotic stalls assisted vendors, but personal interaction remained central. Automated inventory and logistics made operations efficient while preserving market atmosphere. Technology served tradition. Efficiency enhanced rather than replaced human connection. Disaster response robotics became specialty. Detroit companies created search and rescue robots, firefighting automation, and emergency response systems. Technology born from rebuilding city helped other communities facing crisis. Detroit's resilience became exportable expertise. Suffering transformed into helping others. The Institute for Advanced Study in Robotics opened in Midtown, attracting researchers worldwide. Partnerships with MIT, Carnegie Mellon, and international universities created Global Knowledge Hub. Detroit became academic center, not just commercial. Research excellence matched commercial success. Knowledge economy flourished. Veteran services expanded using Detroit-developed robotic prosthetics and rehabilitation systems. Wounded warriors received advanced artificial limbs and therapy robots. Military investment in robotics returned benefits to service members. Technology helped those who served. Innovation aided healing. Automotive heritage preserved through transformation. Classic car restoration gained robotic assistance. Precision metalwork. Perfect paint application. Detailed analysis. Human craftspeople gained technological tools, enhancing rather than replacing skills. Heritage and innovation coexisted. Past preserved through future technology. Crime reduced dramatically through smart city systems. Automated surveillance with privacy protections. Rapid response robots assisting police. Predictive analytics preventing crimes. Safety improved without sacrificing civil liberties. Technology made Detroit safe again. Security through innovation. Environmental cleanup accelerated using autonomous systems. Robots removed contamination from abandoned industrial sites. Automated testing identified pollution. Cleanup robots worked continuously, making sites safe for development. Technology healed environmental wounds. Automation enabled ecological restoration. The spirit of Detroit statue gained new meaning. Symbol once representing faded glory now represented resurrection. Tourist photograph statue with robotic innovations visible in background. Icon remained, but significance transformed. Symbol endured through reinvention. Space robotics development leveraged Detroit manufacturing expertise. Companies creating robots for Mars exploration and orbital manufacturing located in Detroit. City building cars once now built machines exploring cosmos. Ambition matched innovation. Detroit reached for stars. Logistics automation revolutionized shipping through Detroit. Autonomous trucks, automated warehouses. Delivery robots created efficient supply chains. Port of Detroit handled autonomous shipping. Logistics, companies relocated for robotics access. Distribution efficiency became competitive advantage. Arts district in downtown flourished as creatives attracted by affordable space and innovation culture. Artists used robotic tools, creating new art forms. Galleries displayed robot-assisted artwork. Creativity and technology merged. Detroit became art center again through technological renaissance. International collaboration made Detroit global city. Japanese robotics firms, German engineering companies, Korean AI developers all established presence. Diversity of expertise created innovation synergy. Detroit became multinational robotics capital. Global city emerged from American ruins. Small business automation helped local entrepreneurs. Affordable robots designed for restaurants, retail, services allowed small businesses to compete. Detroit robotics companies created solutions for Main Street, not just corporations. Technology democratized. Innovation served everyone. Eldercare robotics addressed aging population needs. Companion robots, mobility assistants, health monitoring systems developed in Detroit. Seniors lived independently longer with robotic support. Technology served humanity's most vulnerable. Compassionate innovation. Workforce training programs retrained displaced workers. Auto workers learned robotics maintenance, programming, and oversight. Free community college programs in robotics technologies. Career transitions supported comprehensively. Workers adapted rather than abandoned. Just transition achieved. Energy infrastructure modernized using automation. Smart grid managed by AI, automated maintenance, robotic inspection of power systems. Renewable energy integrated efficiently. Detroit powered itself sustainably through intelligent automation. Energy became reliable and clean. Water system transformation addressed infrastructure crisis. Robotic inspection identified pipe problems. Automated repair systems fixed issues without extensive excavation. Water quality monitoring continuous. Technology solved infrastructure challenges. Essential services modernized through robotics. Real estate values rose as young professionals relocated. Affordability compared to coastal cities attracted talent. Quality of life improved with reduced crime and increased opportunity. Detroit became destination, not last resort. Reputation transformed through reality. Belle Isle, Detroit's island park, integrated nature with technology. Autonomous park maintenance, robotic cleanup, smart environmental monitoring. Park experience enhanced while preserving natural beauty. Technology served nature rather than dominating it. Construction industry transformed through robotic systems. Automated bricklaying, 3D printed buildings, robotic welding brought construction costs down and quality up. Housing construction accelerated. Infrastructure repairs automated. Detroit rebuilt itself using robots it created. Food service automation balanced efficiency with employment. Robots handled repetitive tasks, while humans focused on customer service and creativity. Restaurant workers elevated from line cooks to culinary directors. Technology enhanced jobs rather than eliminating them. Sports venues integrated robotic services. Food delivery robots automated concessions. Robotic ushers assisted without replacing human interaction. Little Caesars Arena showcased seamless human-robot service. Fans experience convenience without losing personal touch. Mental health services expanded using therapeutic robots. AI-assisted counseling supplemented human therapists. Social robots helped isolated individuals. Mental health care became more accessible. Technology addressed psychological needs compassionately. Public libraries transformed into makerspaces and robotics learning centers. 3D printers, robot kits, programming classes accessible to all. Libraries became innovation hubs, not just book repositories. Knowledge access expanded through technology. Farming within city limits expanded using agricultural robots. Urban farms operated by automation produced fresh food for neighborhoods. Food deserts eliminated through robotic agriculture. Technology brought fresh produce to communities that lacked access. Historic preservation used robotic precision. Automated restoration techniques preserved architectural details with unprecedented accuracy. Buildings saved that seemed beyond repair. Technology rescued heritage. Past protected through future innovation. Delivery automation transformed daily life. Autonomous vehicles, sidewalk robots, drone delivery created comprehensive logistics network. Packages arrived within hours. Commerce accelerated through automation. Convenience reached unprecedented levels. Financial services for robotics industry attracted investment firms. Detroit became robotics investment capital. Venture capital flowed to startups. Financial sector growth followed technological development. Money followed innovation, creating economic ecosystem. Religious institutions adapted to technological transformation. Churches and mosques addressed ethical questions of automation and AI. Faith communities provided moral guidance during transition. Spirituality helped people navigate rapid change. Religion and technology engaged in dialogue. Insurance industry transformed by robotic safety. Autonomous vehicles dramatically reduced accidents. Robotic construction decreased workplace injuries. Risk profiles improved, making Detroit more affordable to insure. Safety through automation reduced costs system-wide. Nightlife evolved with automated services. Bars and clubs used robots for basic tasks, while bartenders focused on customer interaction and craft cocktails. Entertainment automated efficiently without losing social atmosphere. Technology enhanced rather than replaced nightlife experience. Senior residents who lived through Detroit's decline witnessed renaissance. Community programs recorded oral histories. Elders saw city rise again before passing. Closure and hope for those who endured worst years. Renaissance validated perseverance. Immigration to Detroit reversed decades of decline. People from worldwide relocated for robotics opportunities. Diversity increased, creating vibrant international culture. New Americans chose Detroit. Immigration became growth engine again. Recycling achieved near-perfect rates through robotic sorting. Automated systems separated materials with precision impossible for humans. Waste became resources efficiently. Environmental sustainability through automation. Technology enabled circular economy. Air quality improved dramatically as manufacturing cleaned up and transportation electrified. Automated monitoring detected pollution instantly. Environmental enforcement automated and effective. Detroit air cleaner than decades. Technology enabled environmental healing. Wedding industry benefited from renovation of historic venues. Automated event services made celebrations affordable. Couples married in restored buildings that once stood abandoned. Joy returned to spaces that knew only decay. Celebration in reclaimed spaces. Youth population surged as young people chose Detroit. Affordable cost of living, innovation opportunities, cultural renaissance attracted millennials and Gen Z. Young energy transformed city character. Detroit became young again through opportunity. Autonomous snow removal solved winter challenges. Robot plows cleared streets continuously. Detroit winters became manageable through automation. Weather no longer paralyzed city. Technology conquered climate challenges. Corporate relocations brought Fortune 500 companies to Detroit. Office space affordable, talent available, innovation ecosystem attractive. Major corporations established robotics divisions in city. Corporate presence validated transformation. Big business returned to Detroit. The transformation wasn't without challenges. Some displaced by automation struggled. Gentrification pressures increased. Wealth gaps persisted. Solutions incomplete. But trajectory undeniably positive. Problems remaining, but progress unmistakable. Imperfect success still success. As evening falls over Detroit 2080, the city glows with lights of renewal. Factories, once dark, now hum with robotic production. Neighborhoods, once empty, now filled with life. Streets, once dangerous, now safe and vibrant. The city declared dead rose from ashes, not through nostalgia for past, but through courage to reimagine future. From Motor City to Robot City, Detroit proved American resurrection possible. Detroit's story resonates beyond its borders. Every post-industrial city facing decline can learn from Motor City's transformation. Reinvention requires accepting past is gone while embracing radically different future. It demands investment in people, not just infrastructure, education aligned with opportunity, and courage to specialize rather than diversify aimlessly. Detroit showed decline isn't destiny. It's challenge requiring bold vision and sustained commitment. Detroit 2080. From Motor City to Robot City, where abandoned factories became innovation hubs, where automotive expertise evolved into robotics leadership, where decline transformed into renaissance through technology and determination. The city that put the world on wheels now builds the machines that will define humanity's future. Welcome to Detroit, the city that refused to die and rose to lead again.